Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, where my good friends from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services are here. Jim Lee, Deb Hartley, welcome to the show, both of you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to both of you.
New Year, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
We got to make sure that this is the best year ever.
They're always the best years ever.
Right, but this, I always like to make, if we can make a leap forward, make it a little bit better, right?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
important.
Yes.
One way a lot of people do that is by getting into a new home.
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice?
I mean, it just makes good sense, to kind of renew things a little bit. When you start in a new home, I don't know, it just seems like your whole life's sort of restarting a little bit.
Well, when people come here during the winter, they feel the romance and I want a piece of this, and this feels so really wonderful. And so now they're doing a lot of exploration, see what's out there.
Oh, I bet. And that brings us to the question of inventory. What is out there, Deb?
Well, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a home, homes, and we're going to just talk Park City proper. We're not going to talk out in the Junction or anything. We're going to talk Park City proper. From the White Barn Inn is what we consider Park City proper, all the way up to Empire Pass. Okay. So there are only 8 homes right now on the market.
Wow.
Under, what did I say that was? Under $1 million.
Really?
8 homes in Park City proper.
Home now.
That's it. Okay, so the bigger picture, if somebody's moving to Park City General to be in the Park City School District, an average home is $685,000.
Wow. That's
an entry-level home
than it was just a couple of years ago.
That's exactly right. It's exactly right.
I guess the big thing here that we've got to bring to light quickly, I think, because this is when we start talking about that end of things, or that beginning end. There were a lot of people who thought condos were the entry level to Park City, but it turns out that most of them are gone, right? There is,
as of last night, there is one condo in Park City proper that's 3 bedrooms, under $450,000. There's one. It's $399,000. Just got listed last night.
Holy Toledo.
So other than that, there are no 3-bedroom condos in town under $450,000.
Things have changed dramatically.
Things have changed dramatically, yes.
Remember when we were only talking about this, probably this time last year, we were saying it's going to start turning the other direction any day now.
Right.
Probably the beginning of the year, we're going to start seeing things turn. And boy, have they. Mm-hmm. What a difference a year makes.
Buyers had a lot of choices.
Yeah.
And now it's so different, and it started with the condos under $500,000. And they caught on fire.
Yeah.
And then they were absorbed, not just at the base of the resort, but all over town, even outside of town. And that's still a very hot market where people were buying both for investment and to use as primary residences. That was entry level, and now that seems to have disappeared.
Well, there was, for a quick moment, some uncertainty about especially some of the resort locations. Mm-hmm. But that evaporated in a heartbeat, didn't it?
As soon as Vail said, we're connecting the 2 resorts, and we're going to have a mega resort, the biggest resort in North America.
Yeah, it changed everything.
Game changer. So it's what we call the Vail effect in our business, is we're calling it the Vail effect.
Wow.
So all the condos, condos that are 30 years old at the base of the resort are being, at the base of canyons, are being snapped up like hotcakes.
Yeah,
and what used to be $98,000, $125,000, they're now $215,000 and $240,000 if you can find one.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Things have changed.
So we're real heavy is at the top end. Mm-hmm. So anything over $4 million, I think there are 56 homes in Park City proper that are over $4 million. So there's a lot of inventory at the top end.
But interestingly, the top end was what was really the only thing selling a couple of years ago.
Right.
Right? Which is kind of, so we're seeing a real swing here.
Right.
Well, we see, and so we've seen the middle kind of evaporate.
Right.
We've seen the low end gone. The high end in demand and at a high price.
Correct.
Which is nice, right? It's a good time to sell.
It's there's a lot of inventory. There's a lot of competition too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of choices. If somebody's looking for over $4 million, there's a lot of choices.
There's movement in that market, but it's not what we'd call hot.
Right. So pricing properly, a very important part of this is
critical.
Yeah.
Critical.
That's where it's going to really make the difference.
Absolutely.
Where the rubber meets the road.
And talk to your realtor and tell them, get specific with what you're looking for, rather than I want to see everything over $4 million. I want to see do you want a log home? Do you want something slope side? Do you want something that's in the trees?
Picture windows that you can view the valley.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those types of things. So,
but there's buyers out there, Joe, that are waiting for a home in Park Meadows under $1 million.
Right.
I think right now there was maybe one under $1 million.
And I remember, and it wasn't even maybe 7 years ago, a friend got one on a fire sale for $333,000. That home was worth $1.5 million now. And I could just kill him.
And so here's the other thing, you know, to educate the buyers or the lookers out there, is there's no distress sales.
Right. That was the first thing to go, wasn't
There's no short sales. There's no bank-owned properties. And if they are available, boy, it's a feeding frenzy.
Right.
It's a feeding frenzy.
Well, the people who, let's be honest, the people in the know, the banks, some of the people that work at those banks, some of the people that work really close to that are going to be the first ones to grab a hold of one of those,
Well, and not
aren't
only that, but they know what the market's, you know,
Yeah,
I
of
mean, they're
course.
not going to list a Park Meadows home at $500,000.
The bank's not dumb.
They are not dumb. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's something I guess we need to recognize, that we'd like to think differently.
They're not greedy sellers, but they're smart sellers.
Right.
Just
Well, there you
put it
go.
that way.
Right.
All right, so let's kind of give the rundown of the inventory again, of
Okay.
where we're at right now, bottom to top.
Okay, so real quick, there are 125 homes on the market that are over $1 million.
Okay.
Right now in Park City. Remember White Barn Inn.
Okay.
22 of the
Eight below $1 million.
Yeah, 8
Okay.
below. Exactly. 22 are under $2 million.
All right.
58 are over $4
$4
million.
million, right.
Mhm. So if we go to condos, there are 3 condos that are under $500,000 that are at least 3 bedroom. Okay, only 3 condos. 15 that are 3 bedroom. Let's see, I can't read this. Help me out. I didn't bring my glasses.
Hey, that's
13
all right.
condos that
There
are
you go.
2-bedroom.
Wow.
Now, not to say that there haven't been sales in these price ranges, because
Right.
there certainly had. It's just not red hot. It's busy enough, but the lower end, boy, is so people are waiting. out
Well,
there.
again, this is where it becomes very important to get a realtor involved, because
Yeah.
1, you want to make sure you price correctly.
Right.
2, you want to make sure that that you list properly, to make sure that you set, you know, like you said, people are looking for very specific things.
Right.
Making sure that those things are on that listing.
Right.
Critical.
Right. And a real key factor is ask about those HOA dues, because
Right.
there are some that are pretty darn substantial. If they have a
Yeah.
front desk and a swimming pool and a restaurant, I mean, the HOA dues can be $1,500.
Very important buyer
A month.
information right there.
Very important buyer information, yes. So,
Are there other things buyers should be aware of as we go into this year?
yeah, it's real cold out there.
Well, probably that there's no deals sitting
Right.
out there waiting.
And
you know?
Okay.
the prices are the price.
Yeah, don't expect
So
to dicker too
don't
much.
expect, there's no dicker sticker anymore.
right.
Yep, it's the no dicker sticker.
Well, guys, maybe we could dicker a little more anyway, just for the heck of it. See if we can find something in there for me. Thank you so very
Thanks
much,
again.
as
Happy New Year.
always.
See you next year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New
It's
Year.
only going to get more exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it
This
is.
year will be even more so.
Be warm out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show. We're going to take a quick break, and that happens right now.
Mountain